let's learn about sandwich technique. We are aware of the fact that composites bond to the tooth structure through micromechanical bonding. The composite resin penetrates into the microporosities which are created on the surface of enamel after etching. But one disadvantage of using composites is that it does not adequately bond to the dentine. Thus, when composite is placed in a deep cavity of a posterior tooth with margins in the dentine, then the composite would not satisfactorily bond to the dentine and gap formation can occur at the margins of the restoration due to the polymerization shrinkage. The bond strength between composite and dentine can be improved by placing glass ionomer cement between the two. This method of bonding composite to dentine through glass ionomer in between them is known as sandwich technique. This technique was first given by MacLean. Now let's understand the mechanism behind sandwich technique. As we know that GIC bonds to the tooth structure through chemical adhesion. Thus, when GIC will be placed on the dentine, it will bond to it by chemical adhesion, and the composite which will be placed over the GIC will bond to the porosities and crazings present on its surface by micromechanical bonding. The bond strength between composite and GIC can be further improved by etching the surface of the GIC once the GIC is set. Now, there are two additional benefits of using GIC in the sandwich technique. One is that the GIC will release fluoride, thus anti-choriogenic effect is ensured. And the other one is that due to the adhesive effect of GIC, it has the potential of reducing infiltration of oral fluids at the cement tooth surface. Thereby, it will prevent secondary caries. There are two indications of sandwich technique. They are: sandwich technique can be used for restoring lesions where one or more margins are in the dentine, like for the cervical lesions. And the other indication is that sandwich technique can be used for class 2 composite restorations. Sandwich technique is classified into two types, that is closed and open sandwich technique, depending upon whether the GIC which is placed below the composite will be exposed to the oral environment or not. So, in the closed sandwich technique, the underlying GIC will not come in contact with the oral environment, while in the open sandwich technique, the underlying GIC will be exposed to the oral environment. This is in the case of class 2 restorations, where the underlying GIC will form part of the axial wall of the restoration. Now, let's see what are the steps in the sandwich technique. The first and the most important step before doing any restoration, that is to isolate the tooth. After the isolation is done, the dentine is conditioned and a thin layer of GIC is placed on it. Once the GIC is set, the adjacent enamel is etched with an etchant. The surface of the GIC can also be etched with the same etchant for 15 to 20 seconds to increase the surface roughness. The surface is then washed for 25 to 30 seconds. After washing, adequate drying is done, and bonding agent is applied to the etched enamel and cement surface. The composite is then placed in increments and cured. This completes the sandwich technique.
Thanks for watching.